Yo, what's up? This your boy XV, the X Vision Files, coming back with another video. Thought-provoking and overlooked content. In this video right here, I am very excited about. I'm very excited about this video right here. Shouts out to Bushradical, man. Bushradical. He is responsible for this wonderful, edifying content. This is content that we all need to be paying attention to. This is content that we all need. You know what I'm saying? I'm very excited about showing this a little bit of his content. I done got hooked on it now. I just subscribed to him not so long ago. So please subscribe to Bushradical. Shouts out to that boy. And yeah, let's continue. Let's see what's going on with this video. Let's see what we can learn from this video.
Everybody needs someplace to get away to. An off-grid cabin, a tiny house, somewhere out of the way, and out of the stream of what's going on today in the world. A little cabin like this doesn't need to be expensive, and it doesn't need to be complicated. In this video, my wife Brooke and I are going to show you guys how to build a small, efficient, very simple, very affordable getaway cabin.
Oh my gosh, do y'all hear what he just said? Him and his wife. This is beautiful. Shouts out to Brad Radical again, man. Shouts out to him again, man. Him and his lovely wife. This is beautiful that him and his wife took the time and the resources for them to build from the ground up a cabin, you know, aka a shelter, aka a house, a small house, a tiny house. You know, there's a movement of the tiny house, you know, it's a tiny house movement, and you know, I commend them people, man. You know, I like what they doing. I like the projects they doing, and I definitely like this project that we're seeing right before us. So let's continue.
First thing you need to do is choose a site. Brooke and I have a section of our property that overlooks a big field without any obstructions in the view, no houses or barns or anything else. A long view to the north. So we've chosen this spot with a fantastic view, and we're going to butt the cabin right up tight against this big red pine. Now, this red pine is probably 20 inches across at the bottom, but it's only about a 20-foot tree. It's real stumpy and thick, so we're not worried that it's ever going to be a problem blowing over on the building.
That is good. You see what he just did? They found a nice sturdy tree. You know what I'm saying? Then now they could lay out the camping site. They brush it away with leaves. They, you know, clearing out the bushes and the unnecessary branches. And, you know, you see him and his wife, you know, they sitting there, they taking the time, they putting the work in, and it's going to be beautiful at the end. You know what I'm saying? But right now they're laying down, they're trying to lay down the foundation. So right now they got a clear site. They got to clear, you know, like I said, the bushes, the leaves, you know what I'm saying, the branches, all that unnecessary stuff. They got to clear it out first. You know, this is great.
First thing is to clear the site, get all the branches out of the way in the area that the cabin's going to go, and get that area nice and cleaned out. Now, Brooke and I have been building cabins for 20-some years, and we always pick a spot that feels right. That's the criteria.
Wow, you heard how long him and his wife was building cabins for 20, he said 27, if I'm not mistaken, but 20-something odd years, they've been building cabins and stuff like that. Wow, that's amazing, man.
It's got to be a place that you like to be. It's got to be a place that you feel inspired to build. we've got all those branches cut up, moved out of the way, thrown into trash piles, and cut into firewood. We're to the point now we can pick a corner. We're going to pick where the uphill corner goes that's closest to the tree. Then we're going to figure everything out from that point, and then we're going to start digging in our foundation pads. And when it comes to a foundation, our whole intention with this project is to show you the cheapest, simplest way we could think of to put in a foundation. Now, the bigger the building, the better the foundation has to be. When you get into a small building like this, it doesn't need much of anything for a foundation. And it's a light enough building that it can be adjusted to compensate for any movement in the ground. So there is no reason to do a real foundation for a cabin this size. And that cuts a lot of the cost out of it. I spent...
Right. You see, you hear what he just said? See, they don't need to build a big old foundation. So it's not really much you have to do to build a foundation. See, people think that, like, when you build, you have to build a cabin or a shack or whatever the same way you build like a building or office building. And no, you don't. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to build like that. You can just get 2x4s. You can just get 2x4s, plywood, flat sheet plywood, some nails, hammer, and you can build something off of that. You know, it all depends how detailed and how you want your cabin design. Like if you want to put installation in the walls, you can, or you can build something like with no installations. You know, it don't matter. You know, it all depends on the creator, on the builder.
Most of my 20s and early 30s as a cement contractor, I know a thing or two about foundations. This is probably the least expensive way I could think of to get a building out of the ground, but it's only for a small building. Now we're going to use concrete footing pads. These are for a pole barn type construction. It's just a round concrete cookie you can buy at Lowe's or Home Depot. They're about 45, 50 pounds a piece. They cost about $1.75 each. We're going to put one of these pads at each corner where a corner post from the cabin is going to go down to the ground. We're also going to put one mid-span between one corner and the next. We're also going to put an additional block right in the very center of the cabin in case we want to stiffen the floor later with some center floor support. Now this cabin is going to be 10 foot by 12 foot with a single pitched roof. The back wall is going to be a total of 6 feet high, and the front wall is going to be a total of 8 feet high. So Brooke is laying out the top and bottom plates for the back wall right now, getting a jump on the framing while I finish up.
See what she's doing? She going to work. She doing measurements. You know, I'm pretty sure he taught her how to measure and how to cut. You know what I'm saying? These things are important, man. This video is very... I watched all 3 parts of this video. I mean, I sat there and watched it from beginning to end. It's very interesting. You know what I'm saying? It's very interesting. Like we need to be doing things like this. This, I think this is how the Most High God will want us to work. Just like this. He will want us to build from the ground up. This is like the true only way we can build our community really from the ground up.
The foundation. Then after that, she's going to cut the studs that go in that back wall. By the time we have all the concrete pads in the ground, and everything's packed in and ready to go, we've got about $20 into the foundation. Not bad, not bad.
You see the remote area they at. You see how you see nothing but trees and woods and wilderness and that's a cheap foundation that they just laid down. And you might look at it now and be like, what type of foundation is that? But you will see as the video goes on as how they make that right there, like you say, the cheapest foundation you can create for a small building.
Just like that, we're ready to start building the floor. Now this floor is going to be built out of 2x6s, rough sawn 2x6s we bought from the Amish. Now these are 2 inches wide and a full 6 inches deep, and they're plenty stout for a small floor like this. Now building a floor like this is just a matter of building a simple box. This cabin is going to be 10 foot by 12 foot. So to build the actual box of the floor, we're going to use 2 12-foot 2x6s and 2 that are 10 foot minus 4 inches, and they're going to go inside on the ends. So altogether, our total dimensions are going to be 10 by 12. Once we've got the box tacked together, we're just going to pull it up level on some temporary supports. And from this point, we can do our layout and drop in our floor joists one at a time. Notice once we get it settled down in, I just put one nail in and I walk away to get the next floor joist. Put a nail in her side and we're ready to set the next one in. We'll nail all this up once it's all together. Once the frame of the floor is built, we're going to make sure it's good and level. And then we're going to take and measure down to the existing concrete pads and cut the legs that are going to support this cabin. For that, we're using a pressure-treated 6x6. I'll show you more on that later.
Look how they laid that out. That looks beautiful already. That looks beautiful already. Great job, man. You see, we need to be doing stuff like this, y'all. I don't know what we doing. Pay rent? What, man? Look here, man. Like, we should do away with that pay rent stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Us, the people, could really do something about that. And this is one of the ways that we can get up out of things. We have to come together and we have to build, man. We have to.
Now that all our floor joists are in place, we're going to finish nailing them off. We're using I think it's a 24 penny galvanized spike. It's like a 4.5 inch nail. Because this rough cut lumber is so much thicker than store-bought lumber, you need a bigger nail. Not to mention the galvanized. I like to use galvanized whenever I can, just for the grabbing power of the galvanized nail. When we're done nailing in the joists, we're going to put the joist hangers in. Now, joist hangers come in 1.5 inches, and this is 2 2-inch lumber. So I've taken our joist hangers and kind of remanufactured them to fit a good solid 2x6. I think you can buy them in 2 inches, but I just picked these up locally, and that's what they had. So I had to make them fit. That's not a problem. Now, this is super easy work that anybody can do. And if you start late in the day and you work slow, maybe that's as far as you'll get. It's the end of day one.
All right, y'all, man. All right, I just wanted to end that, man. This, like I said, shouts out to Bushradical, man. Y'all need to subscribe to that man channel, man. I'm gonna try to put his description and I'm gonna try to put his link in the description so y'all can watch all his parts. His wife got her own channel. Yeah, man, he got a lot of videos like this where he building stuff, and he got a brother that he builds with. And hey, man, like I said, this video is very informative, man. I know it opened some eyes and it provoked some thought. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, man, we can do it. We can come together and build. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna leave it like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna come through with another video, something like this. Like I said, man, shouts out to Bushradical. Y'all subscribe to that. Subscribe to his channel. And sorry about that, y'all. And yeah, man, I just wanted to hit y'all with that video, man. And you know what this is over here, man. Thought-provoking, overlooked content. This your boy XV coming through with the X Vision Files with another video. And I'll see y'all later, man. May the Most High bless y'all.